My name's Justin Beckman. I'm the Senior Graphic Designer in the Publicity Center. The Publicity Center is responsible for all of the content, marketing, and design for events happening on campus. During the academic year, we have about 5 to 7 student designers on staff, and during the summer, we have anywhere from 2 to 3 full-time interns from the Department of Art and Design that do their summer internship programs with us.
My name is Alex. I'm from Western Washington, and I am a graduate of the Central Washington VFA Design Program, and I'm an intern at the Publicity Center. I am working with John Mounsey from University Housing and New Student Programs on 2 publications, the Wildcat Welcome Weekend Booklet and the First 6 Weeks Booklet. 2 publications for incoming students. The Wildcat Welcome Weekend Booklet is basically an introduction to all of the resources and programs for incoming students and basically guides them through all of the welcome back orientations, helping incoming students get to know campus, get to know each other, and really feel at home. So to begin the design process, I started with some basic sketches and turned those into rough concepts.
We met a couple times to look at, cover page, table of contents, daily schedule, kind of the descriptions of the programs, and really every step of the way I was impressed with what she gave us.
We narrowed it down to an aerial theme, which included just shots of the sky, used airplanes and hot air balloons and Wellington hang gliding, and I achieved this by creating my own illustrations that went with the theme and really tied in the idea.
For me, it's important to kind of work with the designer to work with their passions. So I'm like, what are you excited about designing? What's going to be easier for you to work with? Because what I've found is that when we work to their talents and their strengths and their excitement, we get a better product every time.
I love allowing myself to use drawing and my illustration skills to come up with just really fun graphics, and the publications I'm working on for University Housing and New Student Programs has really allowed me to do that. What set this internship apart from work in the classroom is basically the magnitude of the project, just being able to start it as an idea, move through the concepts. We get to attend press check where we'll see over 3,000 of these booklets being printed and having a finished product that will be in the hands of all of the incoming students this year.
My name is Brendan. I'm from Everett, Washington. I'm currently in the graphic design program at Central, and I'm interning at the Publicity Center. Projects I'm currently working on are for fall events like Homecoming and Haunting at Central. These projects are meant to get students aware of what's happening on campus and what they can get involved with. For the homecoming designs, I kind of wanted to get my inspiration from the theme of homecoming, which is kicking it old school. And so I wanted to incorporate kind of old school imagery into the poster while still relating it to Central spirit. For this project, I worked with the homecoming committee to develop 3 or 4 different concepts for the homecoming design. And then with their help, I narrowed it down to the best concept, and I'm revising it to meet what they need.
Brendan was very receptive when he brought the designs. It was great because he had probably 5 or 6 different options. We got to talk and collaborate maybe on pulling some different pieces from each one, bringing it together to kind of give the feel we were all looking for. Same thing with Haunting at Central. A lot of different designs went more scary, went more fun, and we were able to pick a bunch of design elements from each poster to kind of decide on the final one.
The goal of the project was to create several different concepts that looked scary and that would invite students into the event that they're advertising for. I wanted to kind of incorporate creepy looking text into the poster design and also colors that are dark and creepy. They ended up having multiple concepts that the client liked, but they wanted to see what those concepts would look like kind of merged together because they couldn't decide between the 2. My process usually starts by brainstorming, maybe finding out what other people are doing online, drawing inspiration from that. From there, I'll start sketching different ideas, different concepts for different directions I might want to go. And then I'll turn those concepts into final graphics that are ready for print. My favorite part of the whole process is probably just developing concepts into the the final work and seeing those ideas through to the final piece.
My name is Lana, and I'm from Los Angeles, California. I'm going to be a senior in the graphic design program here at Central, and I'm an intern at the Publicity Center. So I've been working with Trisha Rabel from Housing, and we've been designing a move-in booklet. It's got important information for future students that are living on campus, and it's got an envelope and multiple maps. When I first got the project, I had a lot of time to concept, so I came up with about 7 concepts and we narrowed them down to about 4, but we chose one direction, and from there it's pretty much a straight shoot going into the layout. Maps were one of the last things that we worked on just because they were such a huge part of it. And designing the envelope, just simplify it, make people aware of what they're getting before they even open the envelope.
In the past, we've done really kind of letters and a little bit old school version of telling students when to come, what to bring, and we really wanted to amp that up and make it something that's really unique and very student-centered. And so Lana was able to create this awesome booklet that talks about all the parts of our move-in process and really gives students a good guide of what to look for, and did it in a really artistic way, in a way that students will feel kind of pulled into, they'll feel like they can connect to.
I think it's important for new students because it's kind of your first look at what life is kind of like at Central and what to kind of expect and how to get there, most importantly, because it's kind of, the whole moving process is overwhelming and it's a lot to kind of comprehend before you even start classes, which is just another kind of stressor that you have to deal with. So hopefully I made it a little less overwhelming and make things clear and hopefully obvious, so there's no confusion.
I think when we think of what students want and what students need and what our families need, having a designer who is a student, who lives on campus, who's moved into the residence halls multiple years in a row, made a huge difference. She knew what to anticipate. She knew what the questions would be that she could help answer through her design and through how she molded that. It's an experience that I don't think a professional staff could give us in the same way a student staff could.
I had fun illustrating and kind of adding a little fun element to it because I think scholastic media can tend to be a little cold sometimes. So moving to a new school and having all these new experiences can be kind of intimidating and scary, and you don't really want something that's cold welcoming. So hopefully it's kind of warm and welcoming for people.
For our new students, it's one of those touch points we want them to feel like this is part of their home now, and it gives them all the information they need.
I definitely say the internship for the Publicity Center gives you an exposure to real-world experience. I learned how to work with a client, work with different schedules, deadlines, social media, project management, graphic design, which is why we're there. And I think it's a valuable lesson that you can learn through the Publicity Center.
We're really fortunate here at Central to have a real working agency on campus for our students. I look forward every year to referring students to the Publicity Center, knowing every group that we've sent over there has just done really well, and they've gone on to even bigger things once they graduate with that experience. So we're really fortunate and I think lucky to have that, and it's just an amazing opportunity for our department and our students here.